Hello, what's going on, everyone? It's KIM and the ATL Kim out of Atlanta, Georgia for the moment. Came here for my birthday weekend. I'm 41, super excited and thankful and grateful to God that I lived to see this age, because I have friends who didn't. So guys, I want to just talk to you right quick on my birthday, and first and foremost tell everybody, I forgot to do that. I was on the other phone just now and it have a very bad signal, because even though I'm in another city, I'm still in the country. So first and foremost, thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. You didn't have to, but the fact that you did just warms my heart, okay? And so I wanted to just jump on here and tell you guys how I feel about birthdays, because it's quite interesting. When I was younger, right, you know, when you're a child, they tell you, oh, blow out the candles and make a wish. And I did that, of course, at first, because when you're a child, your imagination runs wild. You have all these hopes and dreams and aspirations. And whereas most kids probably wish for like toys or clothes or things of that nature, I always wish for something like for my family, right? So I think it's the oldest thing, you know, because when you're the oldest, you see more, you hear more, you learn more, you know more. So I would wish that, you know, like my dad would come home, and no shade to my dad, you know, but I would wish that he would come home, that he, you know, wouldn't fight with my mom so much. I wanted my mom to be happy. When they got divorced, I would wish for things like I want my mom not to have to worry about money. I want her to find somebody to really love her and treat her like she wants to be treated. And every single year, like when those wishes didn't come true, I was just like, okay, this is stupid. What's the point of this whole make-a-wish thing? So I stopped making wishes. Like when people would say blow out the candles and make a wish, I would act like I was making a wish. I would just like do 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 do, and then I would blow. Right? And so when I was younger, that's what birthdays were like for me. And then as you get older, like around mid-20s, you're like, okay, turn up, you know, no longer are people telling you to make a wish, so you have fun with birthdays, so you with your friends and you party. So like there was a time there from like my early to mid-20s that I did like birthdays, because it's like, yeah, the world is mine, right? But them mid-20s to them knocking on the 30s, that's a different ball game, right? That's when, instead of like wishing and hoping for something in the future, you start to reflect on the past. And so for me, you know, coming up to the late 20s, the mid 30s, I was like, okay, you know, by this time in my mind, I would already have this, or I would already be making this much money, or I would have this type of job, and this is, so the birthdays, I'm not going to say I was depressed, but I would be a little down a lot of times, because I didn't feel like I was on track for the timeline that I had planned for my life. Okay, and so for a while, for many years, it's been like, oh my gosh, after the divorce, oh, the first birthday after the divorce, brutal, because now you feel like you've gone back X amount of steps. Like, oh my gosh, I was married and now I'm divorced, and am I going to die alone? You know, when will I find somebody else? When will I have time to find somebody else? Oh, I got to get myself together before I find somebody else. It's horrible. So I've never really had like a carefree birthday where I wasn't thinking about either the fact that, you know, things around me weren't the way I desired, or I wasn't on track or something like that. But I can honestly say, now that I look back at this 41 birthday, last year was cool. For my birthday, I got myself a car, and that was great. Y'all don't know this, I had been without a car for a year. Yeah. Y'all remember all those videos with me on my bounce boots? And y'all were just like, girl, you inspire me. You're getting your steps in. You're out there with nature. You're walking your son to school. You're doing it. That was because I didn't have a car, y'all. That was because I didn't have a car. I had to walk. I had to wear these bounce boots out in commemoration of that time period. I'm in my bounce boots now. I am getting my steps in my bounce boots now. But yeah, that's that whole network marketing, personal development thing. Like, don't worry about where you are. How can you change the frame? How can you change your perspective? What's the bright side of things? Okay, I don't have a car, but I got bounce boots, so I'm gonna bounce on then. But yeah, last year I got myself a car, and so thankful for that. And last year was the first birthday that was different. This year my birthday is really different. And what I came to realize is that it wasn't so much the fact that I was not the person I thought I should be. at that stage in my life where I didn't have the things that I thought I should have. It wasn't that bugged me so much. You know what bugged me? What bugged me was that I didn't have those things and I knew I didn't have a plan. I just realized that. It was that I didn't have those things and I knew I didn't have a plan. That's the thing that was really making me a little aggy on my birthday, a little irritable on my birthday. Because if you don't have those things, like if you don't have the house or the car that you want, or you're not making the income that you want, and you don't have a plan, you feel hopeless. And you know that chances are next year's birthday is going to be pretty much the same. You're going to be a year older. You're still not going to have those things, and you don't have a plan to get them. This year, it's not that I have everything that I want or everything that I desire or everything that I think I deserve, but I know I have a plan. See? Last year, getting that car for my birthday, that was in the plan. I planned that out. I got it. Great rate. I mean, a plan is so crucial. Because it's not what you are or who you are in this point of time. It's, do you have a roadmap? Do you have a plan to get to where you want? And I finally realized that was the thing that was bugging me all this time. This year, I can honestly say I am enjoying my birthday. I'm doing what I want to do. I still don't like a whole bunch of hoopla. A lot of people don't understand me because for me, my work is my play. I enjoy the people on my team. I enjoy my customers. I love making money. So I would rather like drown myself in a course or a book or, you know, like get my steps in than, you know, have the whole world pause on my birthday. I'm not that type of person per se, because I'm just so focused on my goals. I'm so focused on my goals, and the closer I get there, I hate to say it, that's like all I can think about, you know? Of course I think about my son, of course I think about God, but you know, don't take what I'm saying out of context. But you know, outside of that, like I will celebrate later on. But I mean, I do take time to myself, but I love the fact that finally, after so many decades of not knowing what was going to happen and how things were going to get done, I finally have a plan. And I'm working the plan, baby. And the plan is working for me. See, isn't that amazing? When you work the plan works for you. So, I'm 41. People tell me I look cute. I feel great. I feel much better than I did even in my 20s. And some things have really, really, really come together. 2020 has been a heck of a year, hasn't it? And in a lot of respects, it's been disheartening. It's been, heartbreaking. It's been sad. It's been trying. But y'all, in many respects, ironically enough, this has been one of the best years of my life. No lie. And, for the first time in a long time, I'm super excited about the future. Not just hopeful, but like, I have an anticipation, because there's one thing like when you hope something will happen, but there's another thing when you know that you know it's going to happen, but you just don't know exactly when, but you know it's going to happen. That's different than hope. That's like, ooh, what do they call it? Not anxious apprehension, joyful anticipation. Joyful anticipation. It's just like certain goals. I know it's kind of like a Jack in the Box, right? You know, Jack in the Box, you wind it up and the do bang, right? And you're just like, ooh, it scared me. You know, wow, I didn't know it was going to come out right then and there. I know there are certain goals that are going to be just like that, because judging by the last few months and what has happened in the last few months, the growth of the team, the growth of my income, just the growth of so many things, the exponential growth, I know that's how it's going to be. So am I happy for this birthday? Yes. Do I still want to do I want everybody to stop what they're doing and, oh, happy birthday? No, I don't. I am very fine by myself in contemplation. I love silence. I love solitude. So I'm just taking a walk. I just stopped right quick by the pool. Look at those families having a nice, good time. Good for them. But I just stopped by the pool to listen to the birds and the trees, and I thought I would holler at y'all for a moment and tell y'all thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you so much to everybody. Y'all, I've had so many people, even my customers, pray for me and pray blessings over my business, blessings over my son, call my son by name. And y'all, your prayers are working. Your prayers are working. Because to be honest, you know, after the move, the divorce, my son had a really, really hard time, and things are getting much, much, much better. I had a really, really hard time. Things are getting much, much, much better. Your prayers are working. And I don't take for granted when y'all stop and speak life over me, my family, my business. I do not take it for granted. So, I mean, I don't care if you don't have money, anything like that. You have no idea what a gift some of y'all's presence has been to me. And y'all have said some things when you didn't even know, when I was in a very, very low place. Very, very low place. And what you said was exactly what I needed to hear in that point in time. So I'm so appreciative, so thankful, so grateful to God to see 41 years. So happy for the future, because I'm about to show y'all some things to make y'all some believers. I'm about to show y'all some things to make. I move in silence now. I don't be putting it all out there. I'm like I said, I'm more of a, it just happens and you be like, when did Kim? I'll be like, I told you. You didn't believe me though. All right? Remember, the unseen is always more powerful than the seen. So I'm going to show y'all some things 2020 and beyond to make y'all believers. And those who are rocking with me, buckle up, buttercup, because I do not speak just for the heck of it, okay? All right, so guys, I'm going to finish my walk. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all seen these walking sticks? They're really helpful because right now I'm walking in an area in my bounce boots. Oh, Lord. In my bounce boots. I'm walking in an area where it's not hilly, but it's a little slopey. And let me tell you something. Baby, your girl got to work on her cardio. So these walking sticks, like at first I was like, that's stupid. But y'all, these craps help. They help on this somewhat slopey neighborhood that I'm in. There are certain areas where I'm like, ooh, thank God I got these sticks. All right, so what did y'all do for exercise today? Let's get your 10 steps in, your 10K steps in. Drink your water, take your products, please. Of course, I had my burst today. Did you have yours? And guys, let's make sure that every single year we are committing to ourselves as much as we're committing to other people, committing to our health, and committing to actually, if you do not like, let me do this. You know how they have an altar call at church? Let me do somewhat of an altar call here. If you do not like where you are right now, do not wait for your birthday to come to have a time of reflection and time of recalibration. Do not wait for New Year's to come to say, I'm going to get it right this year. No. Right now where you stand, I invite you to explore options to create a plan to make things better. And I'm not even inviting you to my team. If you want to, that's fine. I'm not even inviting you to MLM. If you want to, that's fine. But whatever you want to do, I invite you to actually start getting it done. Oh my gosh, please start getting it done. So that, if you're unhappy where you are, then at least, I promise y'all, at least if you have a plan, you'll be surprised at how much better things are. Okay? It's the plan. And when you get that plan, you better work the devil out of it, baby. All right? All right, I'm going to finish getting my steps in. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes again. And that's it. Bye.